guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we will be talking about what items are going to be in my Finish 7 by Spring Project Pan Challenge. Just so you guys know, I am starting 2016 fresh. Like whatever project pans I have going on right now, I'm stopping them right now because I really just want to explore my makeup collection that I have and see what I need to use up and see what I can still hang on to for a little while longer. So right now, a lot of my makeup is fresh. It's brand new, hardly ever been used. So I will not be doing any additional project pan challenges besides the seasonal ones, and I'm going to be selective about the seasonal challenges that I do. Like I may only do the spring challenge, fall challenge, and Christmas challenge next year. We'll see what challenges are created. Like right now, there is a Finish 14 by Valentine's Day. I would have jumped on that one if I had known about it sooner, but Heather Snapchatted about how she is doing the Finish 7 by Spring, which is March 20th. So I texted her and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna jump on with you and I'm gonna do this one. So that's about 3 months away. So I really dug through my collection just to see what I could finish in 3 months. I think I picked some items that I can finish super easy, and there are about 2 or 3 items that I feel kind of iffy about. But instead of like going for the random dramatic crazy colors like I kind of did last year, which is 2015, which is currently this year, but anyways, so I went through the stuff that I would use daily. And I also ran into an issue where I would misplace the items I used for a project pan just because I would use them so often. I would grab them and take it to the car. I would grab them, throw in my purse, and do it in the car while Ezekiel was driving, or I would take him to work, or I would just misplace them. So what I decided to do was I went to Home Goods today and I purchased a tiny makeup container. Let me show you guys. So I went and I purchased this. I purchased this for $9. I should have really got the other one because now that I think about it, I would like to keep my monthly makeup baskets in a container like this, because my monthly makeup baskets, which I'm starting them back up in January, don't worry. They get kind of messy in my vanity center, and I'm actually currently wanting to purchase a new makeup organizer. I want to get another Original Beauty Box Deluxe, and I want to get a bigger vanity, but we'll get into that later. Let's get into what's in here. I do have 2 powders, but I'm counting them as one because I tend to go through powders very quickly, especially setting powders. So this is the NYX HD finishing powder, and it's the banana shade. I use this to semi-bake. I don't consider what I do complete baking because I'll put a good layer on, I'll let it sit for a minute, and then I'll brush it off. But here it is right here. So I did currently just feature this in my most recent favorites video, which will be listed right up here. I really do enjoy this, but I've been using this for probably about maybe a month, and I've already hit pan. So I assume this will be gone rather quick. And then after that powder is done, I'm going to jump into my Fergie mattifying powders. I go through this powder super fast, so I'm not even worried about this at all. But this is just a white translucent mattifying powder that I use to set under my eyes. I got this idea from Heather because when I first tried this powder, I used it all over my face and I hated it. But then I used it just on my under eyes. Absolutely loved it. And just so you guys know, the reason why it is 50% off is because they are being repackaged. I think Wet n Wild and Fergie are no longer going to be partnered together because the new packaging does not have Fergie's signature on it. So I don't know. But Target has them 50% off. Walgreens has them 75% off. But you know, they are going to be repackaged. It's going to be the exact same formula. But I do say if you like this powder, just go stock up on it now because you're going to get it at a pretty good discount. And Walgreens was allowing me to do the 75% off powder, buy one get one half off. So go get some good sales. An item that I was shocked to see how far I was done with was my Bare & Minerals Complexion Rescue Tinted Hydrating Gel Cream. So this has been pretty much my go-to foundation for about a month and a half, I want to say. And I've been using it for a month and a half, and I have this much left. So I could not find a black Sharpie, so I did get a silver one. So as you guys can kind of see, that is my marking. Once I find a black Sharpie, I will mark it, but I have about a quarter amount left. This should be gone in no time. Then I chose to also use a concealer. This is the Boo Boo Cover Up Concealer. I got this in a Ipsy bag a few months ago, and I have about, once again, a quarter amount of this left. This should last the entire challenge because I don't use that much concealer. I just use a little bit to help my under eyes, and that's it. But I do like this one for acne, so I may use it for acne as well, just to help with using it up. And once it's all gone, it's done, I'll move on to another concealer. But this is the concealer I chose for the Project Pan Challenge. So the next item is an item I'm a little worried about, but I think I can do it. It is a Maybelline color tattoo. As you guys know, I have been trying to pan and finish Bad to the Bronze and Beijing Beauty, but I'm to the point I am sick of those color tattoos. I've been working on them for so many months. I'm just done. Sick and tired of it. I'm retiring them for a little while. Hopefully I'll finish them up in 2016. But here is a new one. This is the color tattoo in Pure Nude. So I do have a decent sized dent going on in this cream shadow. I did recently have to re-stir it up with a toothpick just because it was getting super dry and it was applying very patchy. But this is just like a nice white, nudie champagne color. So there it is swatched. So what I'm going to use this one for is I'm going to use it as a base. And I do have a powder shadow in this challenge that goes really great with this as a base. I am currently wearing this all over my lid, so I'll close my eyes so you guys can see, but I'm also wearing a shadow that goes on top of this. But I do like using Maybelline color tattoos as eye bases. My eyes do very well with them, especially in the wintertime. When it's summertime, I will have to use a additional eye primer, but for winter, this will be just fine, and I feel like I will go through this rather quickly because it is a nude color. And like I've mentioned several times already, it pairs nicely with the powder shadow I'm about to show you guys. So here is the Tarte Aqua Lilies palette. So hint, hint, sneak peek, I am going to do a Pan That Palette project in 2016, but I'm not going to do it the traditional way. The traditional way is to show you guys the entire palette and say, I'm going to pan all of this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pick select shadows, at least, like, okay. The way I'm going to do it, I'm going to pick select shadows to go in seasonal challenges, but I'm going to use this pretty much on the daily. Does that make sense? So I'm not going to have monthly updates on this. I'm going to have monthly updates on individual shadows, but the shadow I am trying to pan or finish is the one that I've already hit pan on. Let me get the sheet so I can tell you guys what it's called. I believe it is called Barefoot. So I'm trying to finish Barefoot right here, which is a really nice light. It's kind of like Pure Nude, but a tad bit darker. So here's Pure Nude and here's Barefoot. So in the camera, they look pretty much identical, but in person, Barefoot is a tad bit darker. And so I just feel like they're really good paired together, and that's what I have on my lids. But I also do have another shade mixed with them, which is Parasol. No, it's not Parasol. It's a Bikini. Bikini. I have Bikini on top, like more towards the outer ridge of my eyes. So I'll swatch that. But this one is not in the project. So there's Bikini. You can barely see it. It just has a little bit more of a deeper shade to it. But so yes, Barefoot is the one I'm trying to finish. I feel like this one will be gone really, really soon. The Tarte shadows are super soft, and I feel like the formula on this one has changed a bit. I've had it for a really long time, and the expiration date on it is 12 months, and I've had it much longer than 12 months. Here's another item that I'm a little worried about, but I think I can definitely do it because I wear this every single day. This is the NYC Sunny Bronzer, and the reason why I chose this one is because there's a little tiny bit of pan showing, and the rest of it is very, very thin. So there we go. You guys can see it. It's just a nice warm bronzer. Once again, I am wearing this bronzer on my cheeks right now. I absolutely do love this bronzer, and I do have a backup of it in my collection right now, and I'm just a bronzer hoarder, so I need to start using my bronzers. I tend to switch up my bronzers all the time, and I've only finished up 2 bronzers in my lifetime, and I need to finish up a whole bunch more, so hopefully this one will be gone. Last item, and it's the one that I'm super worried about, it is the Tarte blush in Adventurous. So as you guys can tell, I have hit some major pan on this, but this blush is super pigmented, so a little bit goes a long way. I am gonna have to repress this one just because of the way I was using it. I was angling my brush to where this side is super thin, and then on this side right here, it's really thick. So if the bristles get underneath the thick part of the blush, it does start to break apart, and I don't want that to happen. I want to use this blush in entirety, and plus when I put my brush in the middle, it has an empty gap from where the gap is, so I need to repan it and redo it. And I'm hoping when I do repan it, it's not gonna change the formula. But here it is, and I will swatch it for you guys. We're bored with it, so I really had to go in and blend to get it to where it was a wearable color. But anyways, guys, that's gonna be it for my video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. And as always, if you don't follow me on all my social media sites, please do. It's AM Beauty Life everywhere: Snapchat, Instagram, and Twitter. And please subscribe to this channel if you aren't already, just so you guys are informed when I post my Project Pan videos. And as always, guys, have a beauty-filled day. Bye, guys.